What's up guys, this is your boy, the Average Kim 92 here, back with another video. And in this video, we are going to be doing an unboxing of the Poco X6 Pro. And this is a pretty excellent device and we are getting it the bang for the buck over here with 27,000 for the 512GB model with 12GB of RAM, and that's a pretty outstanding bang for the buck that we have. And I'm shifting actually from the OnePlus 11R, and there's a reason why I'm shifting from the OnePlus 11R. It kind of broke. It just gave up on me. And here is the Poco X6 Pro 5G edition. It looks pretty good, and guys, if you're opting for this one, definitely opt for this color because this has the vegan leather back. The others don't have it. The others are actually gray color and a black color, so they are actually plastic finish, so they are not worth it, I believe. So this is the color. We do have a case as well, so I'm gonna jump over into the unboxing video and look at the contents of the box first and then come back with the review of this mobile. I've been using it for a few days, and this is the Indian retail unit out here, so you guys can understand that it is going to be just directly out of the box and how it's kind of looking like. So let's jump into the unboxing and then we're going to jump back into the review of this phone, and we are going to do some tests as well with benchmarks as well as heating effect, as well as we can see how the games are actually kind of running, because Poco kind of places this model as a gaming phone from a mid-range model. So we're going to look at the performance and the benchmarks as well. So stay tuned, let's jump into the unboxing and we're going to get back soon.
So this is the box, and by the way guys, this recording is actually from the Poco X6 Pro over here, and this is how the box kind of looks like. It details out the charging. It has a 67 watt turbo charging, and the display over here is 120 Hertz 1.5K, not a full HD alone. It's a 1.5K AMOLED display, which means the display is just gonna be pretty amazing. So this is the first part of the box, where we have the cover, the SIM ejector tool, as well as some like warranty information that nobody actually reads, and the documentation. So this is the cover over here. The good thing that is there is this is actually not a TPU kind of case. It's a kind of a rubberized case over here we have, and this is a good thing because you will not get it turned to YOLO in the long run. So this is the phone over here. This is the Poco phone over here, and we have a sticker at the back, and these are the details of the Poco. Let's see how it looks like. This is how it kind of looks like. It looks pretty good over here, and you can see me in a different scenario, in a different setting. Like the dress is different, but yeah. Like I did the unboxing and then I'm kind of doing the voiceover on this, and here we go. Peeled off the IMEI sticker numbers over there. This is the back. Vegan leather, looks pretty good, and at the front you have the 16 megapixel camera. At the back you have 3 camera. Let's set the phone aside for now and let's look at the other contents of the box. You have an USB type A to type C cable over here, and with some red accents over there. And then you have, moving on to the 67 watt charger over here, which kind of charges this phone from 0 to 100% in around 40 minutes. So pretty good charger. The OnePlus 11R had a 100 watt charger, but that is not supported over here, and I'll go into the details a bit later. So this is the full contents of the box. Now let's look at the phone over here while we snug it into the case. Once we snug it into the case, it fits perfectly with a clamp, and here you can see this. It looks pretty good with the Poco branding at multiple places in the back case as well, and you can see like some design impressions there with the camera setup over there. There are 3 cameras. One is a 64 megapixel camera, and the other one is an 8 megapixel ultra wide, and one is a 2 megapixel one, which nobody actually kind of cares about. So 3 cameras out there with a flash, and this is how it kind of boots up. And it actually has the Hyper OS. This is the first time Xiaomi is launching the Hyper OS in India, and this is powered by the Hyper OS, and it was completely set up before, so that's why you can see the setup scenarios.
So the version that I have over here, so this version is 512 GB on storage, and it has 12 GB of RAM, which is going to be plenty. And from a usage perspective, the phone is just very fast, guys. Like you can just see over here, if I like open up any applications, I'm going to do the test as well, and if I'm open up any applications, it's going to be very fast. And looks wise, this has the vegan leather on this particular color. It's not there in other colors. And this is the OnePlus 11R, like I mentioned. So this finish I kind of like a bit better. The OnePlus 11R's finish is a bit better, although it's like it kind of just depends on your taste. But this is way more expensive. This was at 45,000 when I purchased it, and this has 16 GB of RAM and the Snapdragon 8 Gen plus 1 processor. And whereas this has the 8300 Ultra processor. So this Dimensity 8300 Ultra processor is actually a bit faster compared to this Snapdragon 8 Gen plus 1 processor. So I believe this is going to perform a bit better in terms of gaming, but we're going to test that out. And this is the latest processor out there from Dimensity, and this is the first time it's launched in India. So that's another good thing for Poco. And you have a triple camera setup at the back for this device, Poco X6 Pro. And I'm just going to come in close. You can see over here there are some like design pattern over here. It's not a scratch, it's a design pattern over here, and it looks really good. It feels really good. It's way lighter compared to this OnePlus over here. If I'm comparing, like, it's pretty similar, but it still feels way lighter compared to the OnePlus 11R over here. And from the port standpoint, let's give a physical overview. Like you would have seen the unboxing, but still let's give a physical overview. On the bottom you have the loudspeaker grill, the charging point, as well as the SIM, the SIM you have to insert through here. The left side is completely blank, and on the right hand side you have the power button over here, as well as the volume up and down button here. On the top you still have another microphone. You have again an infrared sensor, and you have a speaker grill over here as well. So pretty good stuff from a physical overview. By the way, this has a plain flat screen and an under display fingerprint scanner over here. This on the OnePlus 11R, it does have an edge to edge like screen over here, and as you can see it is broken a bit, and which actually kind of caused the issue, and I'll let you know on that. On the protection stand front, it has a Gorilla Glass 5 over here on the front, and obviously back you can see it's a vegan leather over here. So yeah, let's jump into a few of the performance, and we're going to test it out with BGMI. We're going to test it out with Injustice 2 Mobile as well, and let's see how that performs.
So let's get on with the testing of different games. So we have a game turbo center here, and where like right now I have just a couple of games loaded here, and as you can see you can actually change the settings pretty well for each of the games that you load. And as you can see here, frame rate you can do to 120 Hertz, and this game needs to support it. Like if the game doesn't support, you won't be able to reach 120 Hertz, but it's a good feature to have. And this is the touch sensitivity and tap stability and all those functions kind of integrated here as well, which you can change. So clicking on here, you would be able to start off different settings, and start playing would directly load you into the game. So the game was preloaded a bit, so that's why you directly saw that there was no lag over there, and this is why I kind of preloaded it so that you understand that there is no lag. And for smooth settings, you can go up to 90 FPS. HDR and HD you can go up to ultra, but ultra HDR and like the other extreme HDR is not coming up. So you can set it at 90 FPS and do colorful and scroll down. And by the way, so we can test out the game play as well. So let's start off with the gameplay, and here we go. It loads pretty fast. This video is sped up a bit so that it doesn't get a bit boring, but it did load up pretty fast. And my gameplay would be horrendous because I am kind of recording and then playing, and not accustomed to playing on mobile. Actually, I play usually on my iPad, where the gameplay seems very smooth as well, and interestingly doesn't support 90 FPS but still runs pretty smooth. And here we go. So I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die because I'm not able to see what I'm actually doing, and as you can see I'm tapping over and it's going nowhere. But the thing to notice here is not the gameplay, but how the smoothness of the gameplay is. So you can see there is no lag, absolutely no lag, just roaming around here and there. There's no lag, and got got knocked out, but still with 90 FPS you're not supposed to get any lag. And I did test out a bit later while playing to see like if I'm able to do some good amount of damage, and also whether it's kind of lagging or heating up. To be honest guys, with a gameplay of half an hour or so, it didn't heat up at all, and especially with the back cover that you have at hand, it's not gonna heat up at all. So let's exit BGMI over here, and you can just double tap here to exit, and we're gonna load up Injustice 2 Mobile as well from the Game Turbo Center over here. And let's start playing, and here you will get a direct option to see how much time it takes. And as you swipe, you would get the Game Turbo option with the boost option. So if you click on the boost option, you would be getting the increase in the FPS, like as you can see over here, and you have multiple options to fiddle around with as well. You have a voice changer option as well, and you can record while you're playing your game. And I've tested out recording while playing the game, and it does stutter a bit, is what I would say, and the OnePlus 11R used to stutter quite a bit while recording as well, so I won't complain about the processor or the chipset over here, like basically the chipset and the gameplay. The game is not kind of fully optimized, but it's a heavy game still at the end of the day, and we are directly gonna play and see how it kind of works like. And you can see the screen loads up pretty well, screen looks pretty good, and you can look at the details here. So as you can see, this was high profile, so you will see kind of the shadows here at the bottom, and there is no lag. And with Injustice 2 Mobile, I can do some combo interruptions as well, which does require some zero lag kind of a scenario, and I'm able to play pretty well. And this is like kind of a hands-on of Injustice 2 Mobile as well. But yeah, it is what it is. So that's about this, and so we are gonna jump back to the next part of the video.
So guys, this is the video quality of the Poco X6 Pro over here, and it looks pretty decent, I believe, and it's better than the other phone that I was using. I was using this LG G8X, and this is a good phone. It is actually a dual screen phone. I left it somewhere else, but yeah, that's an old phone, and the camera quality over here is significantly better, is what I believe, compared to this one, which had LG like a 32 megapixel camera sensor on the selfie, but this has a 16 megapixel in the front. And let's talk about the usage a bit. So overall, I feel the usage is pretty good. It comes with a 67 watt charging brick, and interestingly, the OnePlus 11R that I had, that had a 100 watt brick, so ideally it should still give the fastest charging on this phone, but that does not happen. Instead, it just caps out. It shows fast charging, but it does take an awful lot of time for it to charge, even with a charger which is higher wattage compared to the one that comes in the box. So suggestion is to use the one that's in the box with the 67 watt, and you would get 100% charge from 0 to 100 in around 40 minutes, approximately 40 minutes. And the battery is a 5000 milliamp hour battery, so pretty decently big battery there as well. So with that being said, this concludes for this video, guys, with few of the benchmarks, few of the real life tests instead of like a raw benchmark. From a raw benchmark standpoint, Antutu scores are hovering around 1.4 million, which is a bit higher compared to the Snapdragon 8 Gen Plus 1 chipset on the OnePlus 11R, which scores around 1.3 million. So definitely a good chipset. Let's see how it holds out. Poco X6 Pro is definitely a good buy, and the reason why I got it for 27,000 is I used a bank offer, so you can get additional 2,000 discount with a specific credit cards like ICICI, SBI. If you're using, I think it's applicable on Axis as well. I have to double check that, but it's there on ICICI as well as SBI, that I'm sure of. So you can use that, and there's no reason for you to go for the 8GB 256GB variant, 8GB RAM and 256GB storage, because that's just not worth it. Because if you just pay some additional amount, you're getting double the storage, 1.5 times the RAM, so that's a great thing. So yep, hoping to see this perform a bit better as time progresses. And this particular section of the video, like I think I mentioned, but if not, like I'm mentioning it right now, is actually recorded directly from the Poco X6 Pro, so you can get an idea of the video all together. So thanks again for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoy this content, brief review of the Poco X6 Pro. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done already. This is what, yeah, which came over here, signing off. You guys take care, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.